Right, there we are. Very good. Howdy. Right, at the moment where I finished up last time, I'm over at Green Top Nursery. Now, what I've done since the last stream episode of this is I've zoomed around a few of the build locations and just checked out to see what's available. Made a quick start on some of them, clearing out more of the boring bits to it. Today we're going to be taking a look down at, where is it around here? Jamaica Plain. I had a look to see the build area for it. It's the entire area. It's not just like the little square that it gives you. Entire area. So, make a little start to this area. I'll do a quick little fly around. We'll then go and check out Egret Tor's Marina, because I've done a little work there as well. So Green Top, I don't usually build here. A few locations like this where I just never build. But I figure where this is situated, I'm going to make it so that, because it's just one random house that's in the middle here out the side. Like whoever lived here pre-war was kind of like a, almost like a prepper sort of thing. Especially with the greenhouse and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be the theme for this place. Where else did I look? With a little bit out of Coastal Cottage, not enough to worth showing just yet. Same with Lighthouse, I've gone and cleared them. I tried to get through any of the areas where you have to clear enemies out before you can start building. Gone around and done that on the majority of them. I made a start over at Warwick Homestead. Let's zoom over there. Again, nothing too crazy, just the beginnings of it. And this will be the link to the prison island. Oh, I've got it already. There we go. Go ahead and change that so we can see. So I will probably keep this as a farm. Like 90% farm, 10% access point to the prison island, because that's this island over here, which I think if we go over to it should change. I'm just going to fly over and see. So there's the old stuff, there's the lod for it, and there's the prison. Very good. That comes in quite nice. So I figured, considering how close it is, I know we have the castle over there, but we need to transport prisoners to the prison. So we'll have a little bit more built up here, but we've got a little chain link fence here.
Did I see a jar of tar berries?
Take the prisoners up here, through here, bridge, down to the prisoner docks where we've got a ship and a barge, and then we'll take that over to the prison island over there. I was originally going to do this little thing over at the castle, but we're going to save the castle for its own special rebuild. Which I'm going to have to progress the quest line until we can actually do that. But that's something I'll get done off stream as well, and then we'll actually do the build on stream. The Brown Mile. Very good. Very good. Very good. Welcome to everyone tuning in, by the way. Howdy. Aside from that, I got a little carried away over at Egret Tor's Marina. I'll have a quick look at that. And then, yeah, we'll get over to Jamaica Plain and we'll actually have a look at getting that started today, because it's a pretty large area compared to vanilla. So Egret Tor's I've completely changed. I've pretty much torn down everything that's here. Build menu. Jogging us here, howdy. So, I don't know if you remember the vanilla Egret Tor's Marina. There's some brick buildings over here that are all bust up. There's a little warehouse thing over here that's all bust up. And I think I'll just rip it all down and start over again. Guys here, howdy. You currently watch my recent Dust series. Oh god, when was that from? That's from a while back, that. I do need to get back to Dust at some point with a new playthrough. Glad you're enjoying it. My sort of self-brief for this place was for those that have played Fallout 3, and specifically the DLC where you go to Point Lookout. When you first arrive, there's like I won't say like a carnival stands or anything like that, but there's trader posts. Wanted to replicate that, so that was a little thing. We're gonna have the traders all around the outside here, and we got restaurant, surgery center. So a little work left to do with that. But yeah, this again, it's a very expanded area. I don't know if we're going to be building into that whole area. But at least we have the option to, should we get there. What I've done with this as well is I've put these over here like this. I want to make it look like this place is still under construction. And I'll be doing little bits like that across all the builds that we do. So yeah, put up like a potential framework for a new building. I'll probably get in some ladders and tools and stuff like that, so it looks like it's actually being worked on. So that was that. It was it took a little bit of time getting rid of all the stuff there, but it'll be worth it. Right, over to Jamaica Plain, then we'll get started. Just a quick little zip zoom around at the start. I don't want to spoil too much. Let's play a Dust if you ever do, and I recommend the Detection Fix mod. Nice explosion in the background there. Is that for the tunnelers? I want to say I've played a run of Dust with that mod. I think the last time I played, I just forgot to put it on. What happened to the old lady? I think she's floating down the river Somble. Well, I needed a quick way to be able to build. What can I say? Right, okay, so whereabouts are we in Jamaica Plain? So that's on brand. Very good. So it builds here. I can't even remember how small an area that Jamaica Plain has, but I want to say it always feels incredibly small. Like, does it not end here usually? And yeah, I think you get a little bit of the car park, and I think that's it. Whereas, let me go up so we can see the scope of how much area we've got to build here for Jamaica Plain. So it goes from the corner here in the flooded area all the way down to the edge of town there. It's the entire of this area. Entirety of it. It's probably now one of the largest build areas. So considering it's built up with several buildings, a church, what else we got here? I think there's a police station. Yeah, I think we're probably just going to make this into a rather expansive settlement. No specific theme, just a settlement. So this one's going to take me a hell of a long time. I was kind of expecting, like, I know we have the mod on that expands the build areas for some of them. I was expecting a little bit. I wasn't expecting the whole area, so we've got a lot of work to do with this then, because I want to clear the whole area up. And then hopefully we get the settlers in. Actually, what's going on over there? We can make it actually look lived in. So yeah, we've got that stuff. There's a diner over here. We can fix some stuff up with that. We've got some units here that we could probably just scrap and start over again. We'll need to look at the entrance points to this place. There's a lot of work to be done here, which is why I figure we get started today. Change time again. Alright, so let's address the entry points to this place. We have a road that comes down here, which is... that's the hospital, I believe, over there. Egret Tours is past that place. So that's going to be like one of the main ways we get to here. This whole place is sinking over there. Very good. The ghouls might spawn in some of the locations where there have been like that. There are markers for the spawns. So if I can find them, I can scrap them. If they do spawn, that's just going to be a slight, you know, hiccup with the build. So with each of the buildings, I think we'll choose a theme. We'll decide whether it needs completely tearing down, like that one over there. We'll patchwork to it. Probably fix this one up a little bit. It's just a back that's wrecked. Yeah, very good. So we've got several ways in and out. It goes to there. Diamond City and the like are all the way down there, so that access point will be down this way. We have one here and then one around here, so this is definitely going to be an entrance point. What I'm going to do for that very quickly with the fences. Fence, doorway, gate. I'm not going to use these gates because I don't like the vanilla junk fence gates, but I'm going to pop them down where I want the entrances. Just so I know where they are. And that one we don't really need it around that way. We'll have one there and I think two on this side, so where can we go? So there'll be another entrance here. And then we'll have one this side as well. Works quite well with the diner being there. We can change this, I think, maybe. We can't scrap this, that's fine. We can work with that. So, with the expanded area to build in and the place anywhere, scrap everything combination, not all of the items are scrappable. I'd say like 90% of them are. Every now and then you're going to find something that, for whatever reason, just isn't scrappable. So we'll have to build around that. Which, for things like this, that's fine. But, like this, I can't scrap this bit of this building. So, we could scrap these bits, but for whatever reason, this side of the wall, we just cannot scrap. So, we'll have to implement it in. It's something that I've come across in several of the areas now. Keep the old houses, but fix them up. That's what I'm saying, Somble. Some of them we can fix up like this. Where we just need to patch the roof and stuff like that. What about this one? Is this a fixer-upper, or should we just tear it down and start over? Because, I think it's probably going to be better to not get doomed. We've ever used Jamaica Plains as a settlement, vanilla or modded. I think it's too small in vanilla. It's too small and it's too wrecked. So, this will be quite the challenge. Lost cause, that one. Yeah, there's going to be just a couple of them dotted around like that we can just tear down. But yeah, we need to think about all the priorities here. We need food, water, power, defense. We need beds, so enough units for settlers. We need to designate where shops are, as we'll probably have one of each of the categories for that. Then actually style up the twitch. All that sort of thing. How much of this can I scrap? So I can select it, but I can't actually select it. Highlights, but I can't move it. The central turn point there. So I guess shop-wise, we can actually really spread them out. Give them their own units. So I think, what are we looking at here? What would you say the main entrance is? I'll go straight to Diamond City. I almost feel like that entrance and this entrance over here are about the same, and then that one over there is just a little bonus. Do like a main street as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be... You look at the fact that we have fence here. There's a road that goes straight along there. But this one where you turn right loops straight to the other fence. So this road is probably where we're going to end up having our stores, because it leads straight to the other fence. Now, if we take that in mind, what would be the first store we see? I'm going to both scrap these cars and also get a replacement for them anyway. So I don't like the fact that half of them are explosive. For those who have been following the previous episode, what I do is go into here. We have vehicles. I have to find a similar one. Not find the same. And I do a rusted out version instead. So, I mean, it's close enough. Just so we can get rid of the explosive ones. You're going for a more modern settlement or like a junk town. I kind of want to do a little bit of a mix. Like, I'm trying to have, and I'll explain all of these when I do the showcase videos. All of the settlements have got a little lore behind them. So this was originally being built up as a Junker settlement, but then we have the Minutemen win as the top faction, and so they tried to build it up a little bit more. So I think a nice little mix. So yeah, first things in is a diner. We may have multiple. Your first building that's in is technically this one here, but it's a little on the small side for the general trader. So if we're going down here, I'm thinking might be this house here. We do have the big units, and I think I'm probably going to make them more residential than anything. Though saying that, what is this? We got store shelves and we got police unit protectrons, and they're kind of dead in there, so... I think he's dead, Jim. Do that again. Can I not move him? I'll have to move him manually. Hilarious. Terminal. Well, I mean, I think we found our general trader. I saw the police units and thought it was a police station. That might be this building over here. I guess they're just security units. So I will likely forget what some of these are, especially because this is going to take multiple sessions. So let's find generic sign. The one with the actual sign on as well. We'll just slap that there, just so I know. Oh, that's the mayoral building. I guess that makes sense with the statue outside. I cannot scrap the statue. That's fine. Well, we might make that like the Minuteman HQ building. That'll be a project upon itself. So we have We have our general trader. Back in here, decoration cars. Put that there for now. Try and do some of these as we pass. Oh my god, there's tons of cars here. Oh, I can't strap the statue. It's the plinth we can select. The statue is a no. Which is very strange. That's what I mean. Some of the things we can't. Very, very unique. Go back to the shop signs. So, general trader, yes. There could also be multiple shops depending on how big this place is. We have the diner over there. I think that's pretty much picked already, as we have food and drink. We also have the bar icon, so we can have a bar specifically as well. I don't actually think there's one that says food and drink in this menu. I mean, that's fine. It's literally the diner. We know what it is. So we'd have general trader. I think we need to figure out where the clinic's going to be. General trader, clinic, then weapons and armor in that order. So we should probably have the clinic fairly central as well. Can we get into this building? We cannot get into this building. We cannot scrap anything to the main bit of this building. So this will just be a mystery one that no one can actually get into. Destroyed side. Small house next to the church. This one over here. Can we get into this? Oh, this one's all boarded up. Get rid of that. So I guess some other houses we're just gonna have to like, you know, the age-old trick where Fallout has the doors and windows just boarded up. We can work it into the design somehow. We can make the church a clinic. Not a bad shout. Same sort of aesthetic as ye old medical places. We also have the little building next to the church, which is painted red. And it tucked away though. Have a look in the church itself. Okay, so we need... which are actually blocking me. Let's find our own way in. There we go, paintball. Religion doesn't really come up all that much in Fallout 4. I think the only thing I can think of is the pastor fella that greets you in Diamond City. Aside from that, I don't think there's much reference to it. I think they're probably just trying to keep that out. So I quite like the idea of reconfiguring the church to be more medical. It needs clearing out a little bit. The Children of Am. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a big thing, but I meant like real world religion. Pre-war religion, whatever you call it. Okay. So... get the clinic sign up here just so I know. Again, signs all move, they're just being thrown down. That's tucked away to the side over there. What buildings have we got near this? That'd be good for like weapons and armor. I feel like though weapons and armor have got 2 different signs and 2 different trading posts, probably going to stick them in the same stall. You know, if we find a unit that's big enough. Maybe the original building can be for one. So, I don't know, you get to the end of the street, you see general stores there, you look down this way. I'll probably move the bus a little bit. Can I scrap the locked houses? Not all of them from what I've seen, some, but like this one over here. Like I can highlight it. But I can actually interact with it. It almost feels like some of these assets aren't actually assets and a part of the map design. And that's why we can't scrap them. That's the only thing that I think is going to let this go down a little bit, is some of them are barricaded in. So if there's any way I can, I don't know, make them look lived in, but you can't actually enter them, I think that'll be fine. Like, I know the door's boarded up. And I know that if you were to practically be in here, you won't actually be able to go in. But if I was to say, put a door there like that, and just have it so that, I don't know, we can't enter those buildings. They're private property. That'll work. Can I cancel them? I know what you mean by that, Sumble. I know you mean go into the console and disable them. I don't know. What have they got? Controversial topics that they've been speaking about? Nah, I think if I just put the doors on, and we'll just go with the law that the private property, maybe clean out the windows a little bit. I think that's fine. There's also the Dunwich cult. Now we're talking about religion and cults in the same conversation, so that's a very sketchy topic. We're talking about religion, and you bring up cults, guy. They said something you didn't like. And I think which one's going to be better for armor and weapons, because I would like to keep it along this stretch. All these buildings you can't build into, so... concrete building floor. We might not be able to build into this one all that much. We've got a load of rubble. We can grab the items that are underneath it. Wow. And this is what I mean when the question came up earlier as to whether it's going to look like a modern build or a Junktown build. I don't want everything in all of the settlements to be 100% finished. So I can't move these bricks here. So I'm going to make this area look like it's being cleared out. It's currently being cleared out. The bricks are getting removed. And they're prepping to build this up. You know, if there's things in there like the buildings being closed up that I can't work with, I'll, you know, meld it into the design somehow. Maybe the mod that opens up the buildings here. Yeah, there probably is. I'm trying not to add too many more mods to this, because when these are released, the mods that are added are going to have to be added alongside the blueprints. So I'm trying to keep those additional mods to a minimum. Oh, I can move that one. As the more mods that are added, the more chance there are for issues. So yeah, we're gonna just straight up remove that one. Not move the other ones. Okay, yeah. So this one, I think we're gonna use for armor. I'm just trying to decide if it's gonna be big enough for armor and weapons. It's a big sign. Yeah, right. So we'll get this one snapped up. Armor. Let's put them both on for now. We'll see how we do, because it's a pretty big building. We got potential for 2 floors. We have weapons up top, armor down below. Skull's using his brain. It's big brain time.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
There we go. What else are we missing then? Clothing store can literally be anywhere. Could literally be any of them. How big's this unit? Was that right? This is clothing store. Pop that there. Now bar. We need a fairly sizable build for the bar. Enough space for a lot of tables. I'm thinking a lot of the basic houses. Probably not going to be the best to use. Oh, I can clear that off. That's great. They're all going to be a little bit too small. There was a unit over here. How big was this? Oh, we can go all the way over to this. There's a little house all the way over here that we can build into. Oh, not scrap any of that. Bar also sells food in this. Yeah, but I want 2 distinctive different things. Because if we go into here, we have food and drink are combined into the one category. So I'm going to have both a bar and like a diner separate. I think we're looking for this. We're kind of smallish. I mean, it could be this building. I know they said like the Minuteman HQ to this. We don't necessarily need a Minuteman HQ in every place. This could be bar/inn. Oh, wow. I know that's meant to be Weeping Angel. I'm going to choose to read it how it has been typed. So, pretty big bar. Hold that there for now. That's great. Space-wise, how far could we build down into the basement? Right in here. Is this a load into another area? Oh yeah, of course it is. I'll probably just leave that as is the basement bit. You know, I'll block it off. So the down area would be bar, the upstairs area more the inn. I will possibly try and style this like a saloon. Because we can take out these retaining walls. We can open it right up. That could be a nice start. Make it look like a saloon. Whenever I slept. Very good. Also, we do have the option of also building some new units as well. But I figured we try and utilize what we have here, as there are so much. I don't know what the story of that is. But yeah, a lot of prep work today. We're clearing garbage out today. Likely be moving a lot of cars out of the street. possibly implement them into the wall of this place. So this wall goes here. I'll probably lead it up to the fence. Right in against this. What I'll do as well is I'll probably go around and clear out a lot of these hedges, and then when we're done and we're looking at doing the detailing, I'll go around and add in the trees and hedges again. Yeah, that's the only issue with one site there. If it's quest related, you can't touch it. So I'll be able to move them, like, but if there's any quest related stuff. Yeah, probably just a house. Probably just a house, right? So I think the first thing we should do is clear the roads. Move this stuff to the side for now. Okay, we'll clear out some of the garbage. Just so I've got a little bit more of a clean, blank canvas to work with. If you get what I mean. We'll get the cars out again. Operation. Cars. Random. But I tried to keep it the same. It really doesn't matter, but any of the explosive stuff, I don't think the bus explodes. Explosive van. Wrap van. Car there, car there. Rusted, rusted. Any of them that are rusted is fine. I can't be building up a settlement and have explosive cars dotted around. Now here we go. Good. One of each. There's a lot in the church and a few buildings for all that quest and a town hall. Seller's time capsule. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that cellar at all. And then, yes. I'll probably end up missing one or two here and there. Might be all the cars. He says he's finding another one. Explosive sport car. I said don't necessarily need to be exact same, especially if we don't have. Definitely have one of those. Explosive fan. Okay, I can't place this one. There we go. Weird. Guess because we were close to the edge of the build area. Go for another one of those. We're not allowed to sleep in this. The area of land, the one with a single house, could be like a refugee camp. You're talking about the one that's over here. Go to it. Wherever it was. This one over here. Yeah, it's got a pretty open area. Tents and stuff. People that have come to live here but can't quite get a place, so it's like a little shanty town sort of thing. Yeah, we could work with something like that. That seems fine to me. God, there's so many cars. It's got its own signage. Like this. Here we go. There is a tagged marker here, ghoul ambush. I don't know where all of these are, but if I come across them and scrap them, I don't think they'll then spawn. Not 100% sure on that, but let's go with that. Figure out where those are, that'd be great. The tower in the church, by the way, is probably going to be a lookout tower. Considering it covers the entire area. Okay, so we need to move the cars now that we've gone around and got rid of all the explosive ones. I will move them near to where the fences are, and then we'll work them into the wall design where needed. Buses, I think I might just leave them where they are and put them into the design. The cars are fine. I figure we can use some robotos to move them, you know, lore-wise. But I think the buses are a little too much, so we'll factor that in to the design as well. I guess that does mean that the weapons and armor store is kind of hidden out of the way. You know, with the current layout. Just gonna put them here and then I know how many cars that I'm going to be working with. We can scrap this, right? Yeah. Very good. Use Brahmin to pull the buses. You'd need like 50 Brahmin or something. I mean, I know you could probably just get, you know, a dozen robotos, but I'd also want to factor in, like, believability. You know, in this post-apocalyptic video game. So once like this, the rusted pickup truck. I know that there are some guard posts that use those, so I'll try and do that. No longer horsepower, there it is. I will get some of them. Alright, say howdy. Howdy. And so I've been waiting to see Jamaica playing. Do you see how much build area we have? Parrot. Lots of build area. Only just doing a little tidying up. We've just been planning and prepping where certain buildings are going to be. Sneaky little car here. Oh, get that. I do quite an expansion. That's what she said, Parrot. Gotta make use of the soundboard. Oh, we found another explosive. We found another explosive one. We'll go ahead and actually move that straight over. He's over there. What's this place called again? The one over here. This is where all the ghouls are, right? Oh my god, there's tons of cars over this side. Let's spread more of them back over this way. Usually use the bots and exploding cars to kill the ghouls. Perhaps some around here. We've got one more here. I've probably missed a couple. This one we'll put over here. Yeah, I mean, bus I'll probably just factor into the design. Alright, so that's cars move. Let me throw a save. Yeah, like, save, build a Jamaica plane. Castles nearby. Well, I mean, before we go back into that, let's have a look at the map. So what do we have nearby then to this here settlement? Jamaica Plain is sort of on the way between the downtown area and where you need to go before you get to the Mirkwater construction site and Warwick Homestead. So any event that's going to be passing down here Minuteman-wise to go to the prison departure area will have to pass through Jamaica Plain. We're also technically now going to be the largest settlement for anyone arriving from down south, which is what this big road... I mean, it's the highway, what this big road is. What else are in here? Got the castle just up and around the corner. You didn't get into downtown areas, that's fine. Straight west from this area, we have Egret Tors Marina. Which then also leads straight into Diamond City. So yeah, just a big settlement, this one. We got a book in the chat, howdy book. Still need to take a look at Somerville Place as well. But that'll be for a later time. Big Jesus. How are we doing today? Book. Oh, Dread Miss, okay. In fact, I think that's just straight up one of these. Right, let me zoom up and out. The most annoying thing about this build is if I go around certain areas, I get the emergency broadcast message ping up. So we're going to have to be dealing with that for the whole time. I think I have moved all the vehicles bar the buses. We got one scrapped over there, which I'm going to leave that one. And we got one here as well, which I'm also going to leave here. As technically it's outside of the settlement. It's going to be in the shantytown area, so they're perfectly fine to stay there. It's the ones that were in the streets that we needed to move. Again, with any of the builds that we're doing for those watching live, if there's any sort of thing that you think would work well here, do shout up. I'll take any ideas. I do reserve the right to not roll with those ideas, but I will listen to them. Right, so let's start from the street. Tell me whatever you want. I just might not listen to it. And the sign's fine. Lampposts. I will replace all of those in its own point. Okay, clothing. General store around here. I'll be putting signposts around as well. Rooftop gardens. Great idea. There's a lot of, we've got a few buildings here like this one. Big old blank area. We'll do stuff with that. We need to make a little stairwell up. And considering buildings like this are ones that we're just going to put the fake doors on front, we'll have to make use of it another way, so that's great. At the bar, happy hour starts at 4 PM. Yeah. Let me see if I can get that in there now. Wow. I ain't typing the whole thing out. Happy hour. I'll probably put this out properly. Four PM. There we go. I'll forget that's there, but so I don't forget. As we have done in the previous builds, any literal garbage like this that I'm planning to use elsewhere, we will use elsewhere rather than scrapping it, because I don't have access to this. So I guess we need to find an area to stick all the garbage for now. So probably just gonna throw it into this open area, the car park space, which, I don't know, garden area maybe. Leaves can be scrapped, as I do have access to those. I'll probably end up using a lot of this trash over in the shantytown bit. You know, put the garbage with the garbage. Garbage in the garbage area. Garbage. Zoom flying around like this. General cracks in the roads. Fine. Grass and the like, fine. Can I get rid of these roots? I feel like you'd get rid of those. Brambles and the stuff can go. Little tufts of grass. Fine. Leaves don't make any sense. That's just a statement. No, the leaves are all clustered around existing items, and because I'm moving so much, they're just going to be randomly placed around. So, like I said, when we come around to the very last decorational bits, then we'll get more leaves placed. Right button down. A little back and forth. Gonna work our way around to the other gate. Street map. Okay, so that one's down. I'd say it's wrecked. Am I going to use it elsewhere? Would we have broken it down? I think that's going to be broken down. Destroyed sawhorse. So I have access to these. I can't think for the life of me which section they are in. Possibly just warehouse. Yeah, there we go. So place those down because these ones are physics based. Slash we'll do that, whereas these I can place wherever. There we go. Same with the cones. Just any physics-based stuff is gonna cause us problems. Debris can go. Get rid of these ghouls. Reaver. Rid of all of these. I need to be very careful doing this so I don't accidentally scrap the entire road. So I'm just going to be extra slow on the scrapping here just to make sure the thing that's here is what I'm actually trying to scrap. It's fine if I've saved recently, because I'll just reload. But I have done it in the past where I've deleted a big road like this. And it kind of wrecks it, because that's what you've got underneath. Guess we'll have to do a little trial and error as to where the ghoul spawns are. Too bad there's no control Z. I would half expect there to be one in the scrap everywhere, scrap everything mod, but there just isn't. Okay, so mist can get scrapped. Fire barrel I'll probably reuse. I'm just gonna put that over there. Broken street lamp bin. Those. I think we'd move those. Alright, so that's like the main roadway cleared. Right, let me just move these out of the way for now. Reposition these momentarily. The whole stream of just clearing the road. Now, with spawns like this, I can move this guy and it's going to be great for the showcase video. If this comes around to getting a blueprint plan, he's probably going to like just spawn in the street here. So for my video, I'm going to be moving this fellow. I think he's going to spawn in regardless blueprint-wise. I think that might be the same in some of the builds. So there's going to be a little bit of work to do. But for now, he just gets to go in the bush there. Because he has the town hall key, so he's quest related. Right, let's take a little walk down the street. That one's there. We could have this whole street closed off, you know? For this whole removal of the bricks. We could put him in the graveyard. I could. Like I said, he's just going to respawn where he is. That might be the same for some of the ghouls. The idea with the blueprints is you've done the stuff in this area and then you put the blueprint in. You know, all these builds are done on the basis that you've completed the game, or, you know, you're far into it. It's brambles. Leaves are out of here, so that's that way mostly cleared. Garbage day. Jeremy's here, howdy. Breathe. Watch Skull as he sweeps the road. Yeah, we've got a little overgrowth here. Can't do anything with that. That's fine. Yeah, there's a few bits like this where the rubble's overtaken. It's not actually scrappable, it's just part of the design. That's fine. Maybe one or two of these buildings that are destroyed, I'll do as a in-progress one as well. Yeah, I mean, any of the builds that I do, if I get them up on Nexus as a blueprint, I'll put in the description what to do prior to using it. Like for this one, for example, I'd probably say make sure you've done all the quest-related stuff in the area. I can scrap the building, but I can't scrap the garbage. So I'm inclined to leave it for the moment, and we'll make it look like it's being removed. can't get rid of this bush. We have this here. Not there for now. Got more trash. We're gonna have a big old trash pile over here. Rubs. Skeletons will need to go. Let me go and have a look at the graveyard here. Remember where it is. Here we go. Ghoul ambush. Grab that. Okay, so there's a little graveyard next to the church. I've only now just realized that is this someone's yard? Is this someone's house? That they pull up. This is their house. This is the garden to the house. So wee little Jimmy's out here playing. Literally a graveyard right there. I meant expand the graveyard. So, I don't know, remove this garbage out of here. And then have some of the makeshift graves in. Back over here, get rid of the garbage. Trees. Let's go on the mindset what I said earlier on, where we are just going to scrap the trees, and then decorationally near the end, where we have some spaces, we'll get some trees in. We have an explosive pickup truck. We are going to put a pickup truck in here. Let's do that one. And I'll say I'll keep that one in there because heavy oil. 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 I don't know why there would still be oil there. We can't get it out. Like, the door's not all the way down, so it just lives there. There was debris showing. What are you talking about, something? The leaves. I mean, does my thought process make sense for some of this in terms of giving it a little bit of lore? You know, like the buildings that are partially done. Oh yeah, we took those off the building. I will scrap these. I'm probably going to use those, but we have access to them. So I don't need to worry about keeping them. Let's look. Big old pile of garbage. We're gonna have a lot of garbage assets to pick from. I could just literally make a giant pile of garbage just outside of town. I'm not sure which song you're on about, Parrot. Also, for those interested in watching live, this is obviously a bonus stream today. Our usual stream later on today is going to be the Final Fantasy VII remake from a few years back. I got a PC version of it. I figured I'd stream it. Pushes, that's fine. Alright, I'm just going to go around all the roads until they're cleared. Garbage. I might not use all these, but rather than have them for now than scrap them. Oh wait, no we don't. Go. Right, garbage on the path can stay for now. Better roads. Okay, so bricks are here. I can't do anything with those. Debris and garbage can go. Oh, and I can't move him from there. Need to put these somewhere. Maybe we bury them. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably get them put somewhere. What about we can't scrap the statue bits? Then if we can move again. What the statues? Interesting. Probably leave them anyway. Any sort of area like this where there's these retaining walls and shrubbery in crops. Any usable space like that. You can't even repair it. I know I can place down a new statue. If I can find whatever one that's meant to be, maybe we can. Decorational. Statues. Right, so a fellow with a cane. We have that. Is this the statue? Do we have the broken variant of that? Because that's literally the statue, is it not? I think it's just a scaled down version of that. It's still kind of broken. I think it's... What we're going to be able to do is... Let's have a look. Scale down by 1. I think that's still too big. I think it's a custom scale. I don't think we can do it. As you can tell. The big one's too big. So... I was saying that. Same one for the mayor's office. Wow, they really cheaped out with the statues in this place, didn't they? Let's have a look. We reckon I got a better offer if they bought 2 of them. Oh, it is, yeah, isn't it? Oh, wow. Very good. This place has got two of the same statue. Right, let me have a look at this. Can I tell that there's another one under there? Maybe slightly. Do I want two of the same, or do we prefer this one being broken up? Considering they're both the same statue. Probably why they decided to make a more destroyed version of it. Let's continue wrapping. 3, we've got another broken street lamp. Get rid of those. Fresh. We've got a whole section of road here that's out. I feel like the closer we get to what'll be this sort of shantytown area, the more decrepit the buildings will probably look. And as we get further the other side, they'll be better. So I guess, I don't know, bits like this, maybe I don't repair the road all the way up. Maybe we do a little bit, leave a little bit more of the trash around there. House is just full of trash. Garbage. I think this area is going to look fantastic when it's done though. It's going to be a hell of a lot of work. I thought that the Spectacle Island was going to be a pretty big job, but because we had a very specialized build for that. Relatively straightforward. This is going to take a while. Full ambush. Cool, get rid of those. Building siding. Can't get the garbage from there. Yeah, I think this might be more okay. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be this expensive. Very good. We, while I'm flying past the clinic, did we get all the shops assigned? I think we did. I'm just trying to wonder what we could do for this red hoose. We've got a little in the area here. This backs onto the building with the workbench. Brilliant. Right, can I move this stuff? I can move this stuff. Very good. And I move all of it. Beautiful. So, you know what I'm going to do with this stuff? Is, you know, we've got the brick area over here that we were talking about before. I'm going to probably add it into this. So I'm going to move all that stuff over here for now. So yeah, I'm still kind of tempted by the idea of having this whole section of the road that would come this way just closed off for now. I thought it was all about chipping out to steal money. Well, they don't. Very good. these put over here. They don't need specifically put in the exact place at the minute, but just lay them out of this bit. Just so I know the rough area. It's like we'd work up this stuff. And debris. We can't use these. I can't move them. So we will scrap those. Start making a secondary pile of garbage over here, so I don't have to zip zoom all the way around there every time. Match panel done. A little access to this water area here. What is this, like a little pond? I mean, it's not exactly the sort of colour water that you'd want. Subsomble. Another destroyed street lamp. We'll get rid of that. Garbage over here. What do you mean? Right, well, what can we do with the bus? Because I am going to leave it there. Obviously, we do have access inside the bus. Probably clear the skeletons out. One, two, three, four, five. 5 skeletons in there. And then there was the 2 that we did before. So what I'm going to do... add those in. So 7. 7 skeletons. I'm just going to place them over here for now. Dish those out. So we have the static one. Or there we do have the ones with physics. So pop those in, and then we'll put them somewhere else. The big old pile of bones or something. Bethesda designer seems to tear down all of their work. I'll be honest, I would imagine that some of them would probably be genuinely interested in how some of this stuff would be rebuilt. Because technically I too am level designing, albeit in a very different way. If this was how you actually built up stuff in Fallout, you know, behind the scenes, I probably would do some modded stuff, but you have to use the GEC app, and that app is garbage. So, you know, hats off to the original designers, because that software is hard to use. It also crashes a hell of a lot as well, which, I mean, fits the brief. Another skeleton fella. Got him there. Full piles of garbage. I'll try to keep them near the gates. Save and quite a bit there. Don't want to lose that. Have you ever tried using the GEC app? Somble or anyone in chat? weird, so we'll just get rid of that. Right, I think we're starting getting a little bit more specialized now. We've cleared out a lot of garbage. And I'm thinking we start with the general trader. So we'll start clearing this out a little bit. For the guys that did Whispering Hills mod, and also making the Sky Blue, and it's almost like this. It is, but it's also within an app, and that app is garbage. Like, I assume it's very much a case of once you know all the ins and outs to the app, it runs a little smoother, but I just found it extremely hard to use. And yeah, I know you were Somble, because I tuned into the same stream. For the Whispering Hill stuff. Yeah, I was working up the next episode. I tuned into a couple of those. So yeah, whenever there's an expansive mod like that and it runs and it works well, like the Whispering Hill stuff, I can appreciate it a little more because I know how they've been done. And it is like, I don't think I would have the patience to do it. I can about handle doing this. But yeah, I mean, I could almost just release this to make your own level designer. Do it this way. I realize I'm just now systematically dismantling this entire build and categorizing everything into its own unique piles. Should we categorize them in height order or color, Somble? What shade of garbage goes to the left and what shade of garbage goes to the right? If the trash can's there. Get rid of this bush. Nope, just retaining wall, that's fine. It's back at the store anyway. Right, let's have a look. So what do we need to do with the store? It's here, it's tucked in right against this building. There is a way back here, but it's not actually stairs or a ledge. Back of the building solid. It actually has... some of the gaps have been patched already. Kind of like that. I'm inclined to leave that as is. These big sides, we reckon we'll just get rid of these bits. Alright, let's get inside. The debris can go. Random boards on the floor can also go. Anything that's in here we'll just store. Debris. Pop it outside. The shelves I will get rid of if I can, as I have an asset that is these shelves, but it also allows me to put things on them. I think I can get rid of one of these shelves. Annoyingly. Take this out of the stores for now. I do have some like broken robot assets that I might use instead of those. Now, I may leave these in. Pop these back to where they were. What I might do is in the CVC security options, there's an option for protectrons. I might have it so that they've been fixed up. You know, we do need to build up somewhere in one of the settlements at some point. I won't, at this moment in time, be building up any of the DLC settlements. But I do want to have a settlement that is solely used for the Automatron DLC. You know, the robot production thing. I need to think of a settlement that's going to work well for that. Oh, I made a couple of tweaks to Covenant as well. Could potentially do it there. Store bones, upper skull in the workshop. So that could be another skeleton here. I think we found what? We found a tibia, we found a skull. I think we need to go and put another skeleton over in the pile. Skeletons go over there. These all still are here, yeah. Some of the seemingly unscrappable stuff needs to be angled just right. Sometimes what I find is, like, back here. I was trying to get rid of this bush over here. I might need to move the retaining wall. In fact, let me try this. So, be the best one to do it with. Because the scrap point might be the bit of the bush that's under the ground. I don't think that's going to be the case with everything, you know, like the buildings, because I can highlight this. I just can't do anything with it. Toy factory is a great place if it could be made into one. Okay, first, good point. In fact, I don't need to save. All I need to do is move it up on the same axis, which I'm now regretting because it's going to take 5 years. And then I just need to move it back down again, or do that. Not either way. Move it down, click it, and it should go back. There we go. Now I have access to that. I mean, it's not gone back, but I could just move it back up. So yeah, there's going to be a little fine tuning like that. Those sort of things I probably won't do on stream. There we go. Elion's here, howdy. Got a mod to rebuild the Commonwealth, but it's allowed to play settlers as well. So I have several build mods on. Rebuild the Commonwealth's just the name of the series. You know, so I can collate all the videos together. I don't have the ability to play settlers. If I find a mod that can do that, that'd be great. Rather than just having to naturally acquire them. I'm sure there probably is one. We can't move the terminal, obvious reason. So we'll leave the terminal there. Anything that's potentially quest related, just go ahead and diner counter. Okay. Cash register will probably keep the same. I cannot get rid of the magazine stand. So much so that I can't even interact with it. Very, very good. So what I'll do, once we've fixed this place up a little bit, is behind this counter, I'll probably have the trading marker. So they stand here. Or replace the diner counter with one that has the trader marker on it. Probably that one. guess that would be down there. Do we actually need the second floor? I'm going to go ahead and scrap the second floor for now. I don't think we could build on these. So we'll get rid of it and we'll make a new floor. Get rid of the lights also and anything hanging. Get that out completely. So yeah, there's like different levels of the items being unable to interact with. We have ones like the houses and say this magazine stand where it highlights white as if I could interact with it, but there's no scrap option. There's no ability to pick it up and move. I did have ones like this where it's just straight up not highlighting. So we'll get some other decorational stuff in here as well. I'll do that at the same point. So everything's cleared out. I don't mind leaving little bits like decorational things like this. Wish the PC just much. Stop my block fucking it's getting annoying. You've not finished it yet, Feline? That's outrageous. I have to figure out that you can use the number pad. Move the floor a bit down and try. There's just no highlight at all. And no highlight whatsoever. Such a good little... Like I never even moved it. What we want, very good. Debris here, that's fine. So access to the store, we just have the main door. We've got stairwell up, that's fine. Walkway there, that's fine. There's going to be no pathing issues with that, surely. Straight into the store. Considering we have one shelf over there that we can't move, I'm kind of inclined to move this one. We'll get rid of it completely. So let's pop it there for now. Easy for me to just pick this stuff up. We have a little hole in the wall over there that needs patching. Which we will just patch. The wall board in. I was going to do one on the outside as well, but that works quite well. I like the fact there's a little gap. Yeah, maybe we do one on the outside as well. What's that, parrot? Goodness. Please. There we go. Now it's pretty much covered already. There we go. We'll do it like that. So set this board on the inside and then also actually outer bits as well. Let's move it up. A couple more. Go. Balls patched. No one can ever get through some wooden boards. Are we on about this bit here, Parrot? It's a big gallows. oh. I mean, we got this one over here as well. I mean, if I was building a raider build, and I won't do it now, but potentially at some point in the future, I could do the same thing that I'm doing now in terms of rebuilding the Commonwealth, but rebuild the Commonwealth as if I did the Nuka World DLC and I'm a raider. So they'd all be very different builds, but I'm not even going to attempt to start that until we've at least done this. So for stuff like that, I'd have, I don't know, Midlands.
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate!
I'd have these in. Very good. And we get all that sort of stuff in. So I'm technically still using the same mod pack that we use for crowd control. Just a separate save file. Any of these animal corpses that spawn technically spawn as ghouls, I believe. So if I place this, we should get chocolate again.
Chocolate, chocolate!
Not entirely sure why it does that. Some oil lamps hanging there. Yeah, I'll probably get lamps hanging off this bit. Obviously, it's a convergence point between... I mean, it would be between all three entrances and exits to the place. So this will be the busiest area, you know, externally. Convergence points to all three ways in and out of this place. It's also right in front of the bar. So, I don't know, we could probably get some tables and stuff out here as well. yeah, that ensemble. That's where I was playing around with Gex, so I could change spawn points and all that stuff. Some say he's still trying to take back the Commonwealth to this day. Get rid of those. Right, so considering I can't move this magazine counter, that kind of restricts this, so I have to have this here. Which I'm fine with, as it was going to go there anyway. Posters, scrap that. I will probably just board up these additional windows as well. I wish we had just a single glass pane. I know I have these. I guess we might find one that works. As a water refraction. Okay. But I don't think these are going to work. Yeah, I'll be able to make it work there. Maybe I can make some of these work now that I've got the extra refinement in the placing. I feel like a lot of these just feel a little off. I want like a half wall. Like a angled multi-story. Probably something like that if we were going to do anything. My only issue with doing that is the windows that are in are half broken already, so why would I just slap new glass in there? I guess we have the option to move them out, but... not there for now. I'll just patch these up. It's fine. We want to be back into wall boards. A nice mix with these. Alright, that one I think is placed perfectly. Let's go back just a little bit. No glass paint. Plain paints on a heart. On the way. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if we're going to be doing it anywhere, it wouldn't be here. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it looks like the majority of the job's been done with these. As long as there's no, like this bit here, where it's clipping out, we don't have that. Technically have on this one. Let's move it up. I know we've used some of the same boards, but as long as I've positioned them slightly different, it makes them look different. I'll move to the inside. This might just need going up. Over the top bit. And we go. Move this up. So say whoever thought blowing up the institute was dumb. Why would you blow up the only working benefit? So my working theory for that, Somble, is they wanted a Fallout 3 Megaton moment. They wanted the player to have that option to do, although it's not really an option, a big bang. That's my working theory. Yeah, I don't mind some of them being a little bit open. Fine with that. Fine. Still undecided if we need the upstairs or not. You know, or at the very least that it remains part of the store. Or we factor it into something else. But I think we're probably going to go down that route. So if this is stuck over here, the stock really needs to be over this side. Thanks for this being here. So yeah, the upstairs to this is going to be non-shop related. So I need the boards in for that, for the flooring. Which, for now, at the very least, is going to be probably just your standard shack upper floor. We can change it up should we need to a little later on. With the best way to do this. I was to move this, or one of these at the very least, out. Not 15. Won't snap, but can see where the edge is. Like temporarily down, you know, I think it was yeah, I think they just literally wanted the Fallout 3 Megaton moment. Don't know why that's going that way. Alright, let's flush the wall, flush to the wall. Let's get this back in. Right, that should be pretty much perfectly in the corner now. Build a wall first, then attach the floors. Also not a bad shout. I think I'm pretty much lined up perfect. I just did it the hard way. Also going to be a little weird because we're going to have to maneuver a little bit. As I'm going to hazard a guess this is going to be, if I'm lucky, 2.5. And then we'll have to factor in where the stairs will be. Oh my god, that fits perfect. Does that mean this one's just going to be 2 then? Am I going to get all lucky here? Hey, there we go. Right, we'll do this the other way. There's just a slight little bit of a gap. Okay, do it like this. Seams match. Again, we might change some of those up. I can't believe I got that to fit that well first time. Farewell to this. Do we want this inside or... Inside will take up real estate in the actual building. Outside we can do. There's plenty of areas where we can build through. Ideally, you wouldn't have it at the front of the store because of the street. We do have this area here, but pathfinding might be a little bit of a problem. Prone it to being more at the back of the building. I don't know if that deco wall is the paint. I'm going to throw a save and we will check. Probably just move a little pill tumble. Right, is deco wall just a paint? It is beautiful. Couldn't move it. Well, I'm thinking of a stairwell at this bit. So you have stairs that come up here and then put a set of stairs go up to, and we'll replace this brick wall with something else. So we'll put that there for now. We'll have that as the entrance point. Rest of the walls are going to need patching up. This will probably just be, I mean, I guess it could be storage for the shop. I'm not going to designate any of these extra buildings straight away until I can find out if I have enough houses in the other buildings. Nah, see, the inside stairwell is going to eat up space. And if it's at one of these half walls, half floorings, it needs to run along the side. So I don't really want it here because this is where you'll be doing your trading. Any of these side ones, they're taken up by where the store is. Storage or shop owner's flat. Liking the idea of storage. Be a mix of both, to be honest. Let me move this. Because I can implement this in. It saves me repairing up a little bit more of the wall because I'm going to be replacing that bit. So, playing Lego here. We'll move that one out. In fact, probably just going to shimmy them across. So let's move that one out. We'll move this one across. I really wish that I could just hold down this. But every single pixel this moves across is a button press. If I can mash my keyboard like that, then that's the way to do it. Yeah, we've got a staircase put into it. In fact, once I've placed these, I'll get the doorway and the staircase put in straight away. We want to be going this way. Just a couple. Need to be perfect, but I figured I'd do that rather than trying to manually place them. Shimmy them along. It's like watching paint dry. 3 hours later. There we go. Come forward a little bit. Can I use the floors that now attached walls? I could and I will. This one, however, I just need to place it manually. I guess for how extra that's across, like what are we, let's take this one out. Sure, I'm glad that I just spent 10 hours moving it. Get this one so it sits flush. Make sure this one sits flush. Need that outline off. Come forward. That's backward. There we go. Maybe a little bit. As you know, it has to be pixel perfect. There you go. You couldn't even tell that I've changed that around. Parrot nose. And as any eco-conscious map maker will do, I'll be recycling these bricks over here with this destroyed building. There we go, very good. Right, so doorway to this. Get in. I don't know if this one here makes sense now because this bit's kind of hovering. Leave it there for now. And what would we make this from? We just have an out the cap doorway, do you reckon? Oh, that upper wall's a lot higher. Is that for the same for the whole thing? Okay, well, I can work with that. The doorway from the opposite building. This thing? Turkey. You're a genius. Is a genius. Beautiful. We'll fix that up later. Change game out so we can see what we're doing. Great suggestion. Across. Let's go back a little bit. Go forward a little bit. That's fine. Just checking the corners and the seams. Get off like one. Big brain time.
Yeah. This is big brain time.
There it is. Beautiful. In here. That one. Right, I think we're perfect. I can't see any seam. I can move this trash bin. I can't move that one. I'll probably leave them there anyway. Yeah, there probably is. My main issue is the doorway there. But the fact that we can get that, you know, as the brick one fitted in. The corners, I will just patch with wood. The fact that we could get those in, it's great. So, let me see, where are we snapping to? If I leave it for the natural snap, we're going to end up with these little extra bits, which is fine. But the walls are considerably lower than the actual walls. No, see, I wonder if I take these off, but then it's just going to be flat. We'll get the stairwell up in a minute. Just make our own little built-up one. How much higher do we need to be for the wall? Because, I don't know, is this bit sunk, do you reckon? Because then this one's a lot higher. I'll plot the same thing. I guess that piece has just been made specifically lower, or there's an extra bit missing off the top. Okay, well, let's build across for this one as well, so... I don't know whether to do one of those there. The higher walls are in the warehouse thing. I want to do a little bit more with wood. As there's not really that much in the way of metal around here. Try to use what's around. We have the patches that will make them a little higher, so I'll probably do that. These gap pillars. So they're a little higher, but what I can do with that is... if I was to bring these down to about the same height, and then as long as we don't have any weird clipping, I think we should be okay to just do that. Wooden bricks, yeah, pretty much. There'll be bits and bobs of metal, but unlike some of the other areas where it's been all warehouse, this one doesn't fit that. Anomalies here, howdy. I had smaller filler. That's what she said. Yeah, we've got smaller pieces over here. These little fellas. All but perfect. I'll just do a mix and match of these. Let me take the surface snap off. Have to lower this manually as well. Do I want that in the middle, or do I want it right to the edge? Right, fall that way. Yeah, just fall that way. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Pixel perfect. How are we doing today, Anomaly? We're doing a little building. I figured note to the windows up here. If we want any of the windows, I can take the plywood doors out of the existing ones. If we are going to have this as storage for the shop below, there's no need for windows. Right, let's get these stairs done. Watched a few things in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. From what I've played so far of the first one, Anomaly, I'm probably going to check out the second one. I think the stairwell would be wood. There's always need for windows. Not necessarily, Somble. Get these stairs up. It's the shack stairs. Gonna be going up this way, so we need a little platform. I don't want them to hit naturally down there, so get the walkway in first. Do less janky and a bit more to it. I mean, I'm only really just getting started in one, and I haven't really found much jank so far. The AI is a little wobbly every now and then, but windows are always kind of emergency exits or just peeking out at neighbors. Wow. Well, I mean, in an emergency, I guess you could just boot the wooden plank off. As for spying on your neighbors, though, I don't condone that. I might do it myself, but I don't condone it. Oh, that is actually snapping to that. There we go. Right. Pallet. It doesn't need to go any further than that. We'll get the support beams in, but let's get the very basic bits in. Stairs go to that. What if we get the second set of stairs? Is that gonna clip through the floor appropriately? That is all but perfect. If anything, it's probably a little too far into the wall. So let me zoom inside. We're not clipping here. I can't see it. Actually, right next to it. It is. It's just in the wall. So, could. Oh, that's because this is actually clipping to that bit. Lockpicking in 2 is a little easier. I'll be honest, it couldn't be harder. I didn't find it so much hard, even though I just couldn't do it. It's just very finicky, janky-ish. Like I understood the mechanics to it. Just bad at it. Get it so that's out a little bit. Match that across. That still matches up quite nice here. We'll get... we need the half balconies. Of which will use those. And one of those. Steps into the wall. Just a little bit, so move it just out a little bit. We'll move this one across a little bit. Go back to the stairs. We have the underboards to these. Don't know why that one's so much lower. We'll get those in. And then, for whatever reason, this one is there. Look at the side. That's fine. Let's test. Can we actually walk up this? Yep, the stairs have passed the walk-in test. Skill level makes it smoother. I mean, I have no points into anything for that, so of course it was going to be hard. I guess as we progress, if I get a higher level in that sort of stuff, I'll try it out again. I would imagine it makes it so that the wheel turns smoother. It's like playing one of those shock mini games where you gotta pull the thing past the metal bars. Probably won't need that bit, but I need to move this up anyway. I always think this is too low. So 9's backwards. 6 is backwards. So we need 4 and 7, maybe 8. Next to that. And up. Only issue with moving things like that. Gotta make sure the correct thing's highlighted. Okay, so it's at 7 and 4. Very finicky. Also hard to see because there's no sunlight here. Alright, a little bit further and then we need to raise it up. Probably about there. That in. Cross ever so slightly. There we go. Just connecting to the floor, which is a little weird, but aside from that, I think we're okay. Days. Pixel perfect. There we go, that looks good on all angles. Stairwell in. Stairwell needs support. So we'll bracket it against this building. If we do a column, it's going to go straight down into the bin. That's a no, because we can't move this bin. So we'll probably need a wall support. A large wall. Let's see. Get a couple of those in. can't move the trash door bin. Bin door. Okay. Let's get rid of the bigger ones then, and we'll go for medium. Even better, these ones snap. I hit the 45-degree angle. Why is it? Why does the snapping never work in Fallout? It's always the opposite direction that you want it to snap. Just don't snap it off. No matter where it is, it's always the opposite angle. This one's also snapped inside, so we need to back. Check to see if that's going through. It is only ever so slightly, so let's bring it out, because I think technically this is actually snapping to something underneath. So 9 and 4. Yeah, that works. So it's actually just touching the wall. 4 and 9. Getting the right angles for where we need to move this with the number pad. And up, so it's only just touching it. Going through the floor. Make sure we're not going through the wall. Yeah, I think jobs are good on the stairwell. I don't think we need any more support than that. Level up to that. That's supported. Maybe the stairs need one extra bracket. So yeah, it might need one extra support because we've technically moved it away a little bit. So with the thinnest post that we have, get it in between these. That'll be even better. So in between would be about there. It needs to snap on the outside. So there. Doesn't really matter what this other one is because it's going to be under the floor. Snapping needs to be on. Oh, it snaps to that as well. Maybe we'll link the two up. How's that look? Yeah, you know what? That's going to be the right angle as well. So we'll snap it to that. Go check inside again. Nothing poking through the wall. So let's accidentally come out of build mode. Very good. Go back into build mode. All we need to do is raise this up. It's going to be across just a little bit. And I'm going to have this so it's cutting through it at about the same distance. Like that. So, I don't know. There's some carpentry stuff going on there in terms of joining it. That's back there. That looks a little better. There's your extra stair support. I don't think we need anything more than that support-wise. If I was going to do anything else, I'd probably just throw another one of these in. Probably, like, there. Yeah, it's fine. It's not hindering it. Through. Magic. There's your extra bit. There we go. Right, I think that's the stairwell done. Finish up soon, but let's get a little bit more of the wall in. So we need probably a full and then a half. I'll do some of this type as well. How are we looking where it's snapped? Because realistically it would be on this side of the brickwork and then the bricks on the outside, so that's perfect. Off wall with the planks going vertically means we can technically still have the window. We have our window. Lock that in for now. Is a half panel going to be enough here? There we go. That technically mean this needs to be back a little bit. That bit patched in. I do like the fact that because it's been built on the inside to the destroyed bricks, you've got like this faux 3D sort of look rather than it just being a flat wall, because we could place it, say, oh, can we turn snapping off, please? We could place it so this wall is flush like this. But then it just looks like I've slapped down a couple of the walls. Whereas that looks better. Does that make sense? Back on. Yeah, I feel like this wall up to there is lower than this wall all the way around, so probably just go to the lower one, do that all the way around. Otherwise we're gonna have a weird little edge. Let's get these patches in because we are going to need those. There's going to need to be a long one. So, actually double it up. It's going to block a little bit of the window. Small one going to be big enough for this. Patch that to there for 9. 9. How much of the window are we blocking? Oh, like a tiny bit. Fine with that. Got a little gap there, but it's on the window anyway. Do some of the gaps with this. Like, are they going to line up perfect? No, they're not. They're going to be too big, aren't they? Do they look bad if I bring it down? I mean, there's a little bit of a gap, but that's fine. Perfect. Just so I'm not using the same wall filler boards throughout the entire thing. It's going to look very samey. This looks kind of samey. I might change this up a little bit. And then because we get that weird like texture thing where it overhangs, we'll just move it back 1 pixel. Can't tell, but if I leave it where it is, you can tell. Drastically, so that. We should just need a half wall and a full wall here. So let's do that with this type again. Not sure that's snapping too. That'll be it. With the wall pillars again. 1, 2, 3, and then it was like down to sort of there. Do some good sniper nest guard post here. So I was thinking of like a watchtower like that, Barrett. We have one pretty much built for us already in terms of the church tower up here. There's not a huge amount of space to this, but we could build a little platform around the edge of this. You know, make sure it's supported with brackets and what have you, and then it's going to cover the entire area. I don't think there's anything on the roof bit. No, it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to make this bit into a watchtower. I think that makes sense, considering it's there already. Okay. Right, that's the patchwork done. We need to move that 1 pixel. Right, wall framework done. We'll get the roofs in now. Now, if we're going to have any metal anyway, it's going to be the roof. Because a lot of the roof assets here are actually metal. Do we want it flat or do we want it angled? I don't want to use any of this garbage. The top over it. I don't want to use thatch roof. There is also the option of barn and warehouse roofs. I do believe those look a little less metal. Unpainted, what are we looking like? The only issue is don't snap to those. In fact, it's probably going to snap to any of this. We potentially just have it flat. There are flat roofs around here. We're like a 50-50 mix between angled roofs and flat roofs. So let's have a look. If we can get this in just flat. I mean, never gonna say this from up. No. I mean, do we do it at that lower area? If I do the floor to where the top of this actually is, then these filler boards act more like this little ledge. Let me put this in and see how this looks. Perfect, very good. So what I would be inclined to do, like this wall is just straight up flat. I don't know, we have pieces like that, but not that bit. We could then re-put these back here to make it look a little less boring. Have I just winged that? Got it straight in? It's off by 1 pixel. Wow. It is, however, the exact same piece as this one, so can't do that. Can't do that. This one instead. Now it's going to take me 5 hours to get it into the correct position. Only gone and done it. That's close enough that I don't think I even need to move it. I'm not going to. There we go. That bit's patched. We're going to need just straight flat bits now. Maybe these bits, but I don't think we're going to have anything that's going to fit that. Have a look. Yeah, no, it's a little too big. Even if we were to say put it there, with a weird clip in, doesn't quite match. So there's probably going to be other pieces that we can use. Doorway there as well if we need, but for now that's fine, I think. I mean, I'll have multiple sniper posts like that. This one just makes the most sense to me as the first one to get in. Or else what I do? Probably on top of the bar. Whatever we end up getting built up here. Bar this side would be able to cover the gate and that gate as well. It also has a straight run down the main street. A little postal. Right, have we fixed up the shop then, do you reckon? You know, bar the internals and the doors. Have a look in here. Your window. Got your area over here. So yeah, if we were going to do this as a mix of both somewhere for the shopkeep to sleep and also storage, I'd probably go ahead and I'm just going to whack one down for now just so I know where it is. I'd have a little living area. You go in, you got your living area over here, storage over there. I think that's fine. Now, zoom around, that's patched, that's patched. The brickwork seems fine. This naturally comes up like that. A little bit, then a bigger bit. Windows are boarded. Like, it's not very inviting. I'll also get some decorational stuff up on this wall. I may change these boards because I don't like the fact they all look the same style. I'm just going to have a quick look at the decorational stuff here for the wall. Wall, paintings, posters, banners, clocks. VC-wise. Decorational. Maybe posters. We have ghost posters and dead posters. So this would be something from pre-war. Look at the ghost ones. Yeah, so it'd probably be something like this. It's very hard to see with the outline on. Let me turn that off. So it's literally a store. So potentially something Nuka-Cola. I'll probably get some of these propaganda posters up. So it's going to be one of the Nuka-Cola ones. So we've got Nuka Cherry, Cola. New Nuka Cherry. Let's try that. Is that going to fit? So we'll have that as if it's... It's a shame I can't, like, get rid of half of it. So I'm going to have to make it fit in this. So... Break it down a little bit. Pop it there. There we go. Just gets rid of a little of the like dead space. Could potentially do the same on the wall around here, as I feel like that would be another point where they'd have an advertisement. This one just fits as is. So one for the local paper. You can hardly see it, but that's the point. What else would you have around here? But I do like the idea of using like this dead poster stuff as decorational, but anywhere suited. These would probably be out of place a little bit. They're massive. I don't think they would be anywhere near that big. I also don't like these ones because there's just like several of the same ones. If I could have this asset, but with each one of the 6 posters being a mix between all of these different designs, that'd be great. Pop that there. Right, so there's still a little bit of work that needs doing to the store specifically. Let me go ahead and throw a save. There we go. But I think that's a good start to the store. And a good start to Jamaica playing as a whole. So I'll definitely come back to this on stream. This is probably going to be several sessions, both on and off stream, to get this whole place done. I'll definitely do a little bit of this between now and the next episode. So I'll whiz through what we've done there. As you can probably gather, I am indeed out of time for now. I'll be back in a few hours' time with the regular scheduled stream, so do keep an eye out for that. But for this, and for now, I am out of time. So, as usual, if you have enjoyed, do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, that usual stuff, very much appreciated as usual. That all said and done, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.